Well, John, will this new system, if it plays out in the legislature, will this work?
Well, it's working now. The idea is to continue it, because if we do not continue it and the legislation that's in place now has a sunset date, then we're going to get an even bigger resurgence of the problem than we've had given the new methods.
I think the question I wanted to ask is, give me an example on how well this is working, because we've been able to block the sale of pseudoephedrine, right?
Well, one of the more subtle but very effective aspects of the tracking system that this legislation has brought is this. Let's say police arrive at a meth lab at someone's house. The owner is there and 4 other people. We can pretty well predict from experience those 4 other people are going to play dumb and say, oh, I didn't know the owner of the house was cooking meth here. I just happened to walk in, or I came to pick up something. Well, what we can do is right on the spot, we can go to the database and we will see, and often do see, in fact most of the time we see, that those 4 other people are all over the pill logs buying pseudoephedrine like crazy. And that tells us that they didn't just stumble on the wrong address. They were there for a reason, and that reason was to participate in the manufacture of methamphetamine.
Does it surprise you that we've seen an increase again? I mean, we kind of had a peak period and then it kind of lulled a little bit, but now we're ramping back up, aren't we?
Well, what you're seeing is the inevitable or ongoing kind of cat and mouse game between the chemists, if you will, the people that manufacture methamphetamine, and law enforcement and the legislature to keep up with or get out ahead of it. We clamp down significantly with the limitations in access to pseudoephedrine. We clamp down in a very big way on the tracking system, which has helped us get after these people. However, again, because there's always an evolution to this process, the chemists have figured out a way to acquire certain of the products without making it in big batches. They've figured out a way to substitute some of the ingredients. Those 2 things have conspired, if you will, to bring about a spike upward in the manufacture of methamphetamine. It's called the shake and bake method. It involves small batches. You can do it more secretly. You can do it in more confined places. People even do it in moving vehicles. So it's pretty scary. So yes, it has unfortunately caused a spike upward in the methamphetamine traffic.
Are you seeing more cases, an increase in cases as well in Adams County?
Yes. It went down in the mid-2000s, about 2005, 2006, because of the limitation laws and access to pseudoephedrine and the tracking system, but it is now spiked upwards since they have discovered substitute materials and a way to manufacture it in smaller batches.
Keep dropping the hammer, right?
We do that.
All right. That's all I need. Great. Thank you.